Welcome back. Welcome back. I know you miss me. It's Coach P of the unofficial assistant coaches. We see what they don't and say what they want. We got a big show in store today, baby. I'm talking a big show, and this ain't got nothing to do with wrestling when I say a big show. Welcome to the unofficial Trophy Room Legacy Series. If you want to know who sponsored this, we did. Make sure you go to TheUACoaches.com and get those new shirts. They on deck. Especially that new Everybody Eats. If you see it, you got to see it to believe it. Make sure you go check that out at TheUACoaches.com. Make sure you hit products for the full inventory. Don't just go on there and look at the first page. It's pages of stuff on there. Make sure you go check it all out. Shout out to my Patreon, the unofficial locker room. True believers of fact over opinions, baby. True supporters of my approach. Chess, not checkers. One time for my man in the building, Dre Kirkpatrick, 5-star talent in the building. Only thing most of y'all know about 5 stars is gang banging. I'm talking about a unanimous 5-star talent in the house. I woke up feeling under the weather, but I'm realizing the magnitude of the day. I had to go and get up. What you take, coach? Guess what? To feel better, you know what I took? I took a deep breath, because that's all it took. When I realized I had Dre Kirkpatrick on this show today. One of the baddest athletes to ever claim this state. He on deck today, baby. One breath is all it took. That's all I had to take. We say, what'd he take? That's all I had to take to come get this masterpiece done. One of the top recruits of all time in Title Town. Not just during the Saban era. A man of much action and little words. Matter of fact, the man don't even do interviews for real. Coach, how you go get Kirkpatrick on your platform knowing he don't get interviewed? I bitch can't. Well, put your money under your nose. In other words, put your money where your mouth feels. Because he in the house tonight, baby, with the UACoaches. Hold up, y'all. My bad. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Oh, my bad. That's a text message from Stevie Wonder saying he see what I'm saying. We go do it like this. Because can't nobody do it like the UACoaches. Put y'all face on that screen. Like Roy Jones Jr. said, y'all must have forgot.
Now here's another film I worked the old colorizing magic on. Might like it, might not. Either way, I'll sleep like a baby.
#1 corner in the nation, #4 player in the United States.
During Saban's first 3 seasons at Alabama, after entering in 2000 in Saban, he acquired 4 unanimous 5-star recruits. These guys chose up before the championship, setting the bar high for those who plan on following. These are the true believers of the process. In 2008, Julio Jones. In 2009, Trent Richardson, DJ Fluke, and Mr. Dre Kirkpatrick, a.k.a. DK. No relation to Donkey Kong, but this one cornerback that'll knock your head off. Off the shoulders of these recruiting classes, Bama would never be the same. New standards set. But like Roy Jones Jr. said, y'all must have forgot.
And the man on the field gotta see me. I'm gonna choke his ass out. Let's go. It ain't no fault. He's the next man on the schedule. Let's go. We Bama, that's what we do. Yes, sir! Let's go for it, they scared. We ain't talking no shit. That's the routine. That's how we do it. Change today. I promise you that shit. They may look like they want it, but I guarantee you he don't want it. They gon' find out. I'ma let him know he don't want it.
These was just different times. Look like it was decades ago. Go, get your hands! That boy 21 DK in full effect, playing like it meant something. I bet you this guy wasn't doing MySpace dances. This from an era where it was all about football and nothing but football. Okay, let's get into it. What you want out of your cornerback? Coverage skills. You need somebody with a good nose on it. Somebody like a little bloodhound that can sniff it out, sniff it out. Get on that DK. You can't do nothing on this side. You should know better, 17. Y'all tell me who this is. Is this Pops or Dre Kirkpatrick Jr.? Bow! What cornerback coming down like this? Let me give him one more so they know it's real. Like I said, dad or bow! Or son in the house. Medic! You see what they don't and say what they want. Roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me talk to you today. Y'all know nobody do it like Coach P. This is what y'all came here to see. At least came here to hear. I got the highest overall Alabama recruit for the 2009 cycle. The number 4 overall recruit in the nation, according to ESPN. Let me rewind that one. The number 4 overall recruit in the nation. We ain't talking about quarterback or left tackle. We talking cornerback. The number 1 cornerback in the nation, according to ESPN, Rivals, and 247. 5-star recruit, according to ESPN, Rivals, and 247. One of only 2 DBs in Saban's top 10 ranking average. Only 2. Only 2. At cornerback. I give you one. One more was a safety, but we talking corners. Ain't but 2 in Saban's top 10. This man was top 14 player in the nation based on all services. On no service, he lay under number 14. We talking about the real Dre down at Bama. Dr. Dre ain't got nothing on Kirkpatrick. 2-time national champion. As a matter of fact, from now on, September 22nd will be known as Dre Day in the 205. Could have stayed another year, but the money was calling more than telecommunication operators. I ain't lying. We ain't gonna even speak on salaries, but I'm gonna tell you what, Dre, if you have the need and feel to adopt another person, I'm on deck. And I ain't looking at your pockets, but if you just ever felt like adopting somebody, I'm your guy. I give Dre Jr. the brother he thought he never had. Facts. First team All-American 2011. 2-time All-SEC. First round draft pick. You telling me this man came in as a 5-star and still held up the weight and went first round? Number 17 to the Bengals. Like my man Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have forgot. Top 5 dead or alive. Top 3 if it's according to me. Straight out of Gaston City High School via Gaston, Alabama. Father Reuben Kirkpatrick, a.k.a. Dre Jr. Put some elephants in the chat real quick. I need some elephants in the chat real quick. I need some elephants in the chat real quick for the baddest mofo low down around this town. Shout out to the show Nuff, Last Dragon 1985. In the building, my boy, Mr. Dre, Kirkpatrick, baby. Talk to me, Dre. Come off that
What's
music,
good,
boy.
baby? What's happening? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. You know you done
I ain't on it. I ain't on it.
You ain't got to ask me what's going on, man. You know what's going on over here with the TheUACoaches. You done blessed us like this. Hey, we thank you, man. And there's a big road tied your way, man, to start it all off.
Man, no doubt, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Like you said, I don't do this. I really don't care for it, but y'all energy was so amazing, man. And I just wanted to give y'all back the time, brother.
Man, appreciate you. And we have saw over the years you do give back, and I'm appreciating you finding a way to give back to this little small side of the map right here, man, which is the TheUACoaches, man. How life been with you, man? Like you say, you don't do much talking and stuff. We know you off the scene. You ain't even got to tell us what's going on. I'm just saying everything good. You feeling good? We know what's going on with the youth up there in Tuscaloosa, but with you, everything smooth?
Man, everything blessed, man. I'm sitting here at my club right now, just chilling, getting ready for my soft opening this weekend. Just sitting back chilling, man. Keep balling, man. On and off the field.
We know you came to the Tide, baby. Shout out to Titletown. We asked a few questions. Like I said, we know you gonna do that. We go throw a few in there. So we know you did choose Bama. And on your signing day, you say you really was saying you chose them over Texas. But when I was thinking back, one Clemson or South Carolina in the fold at first, who was all in there before Bama and them came and took over?
It was Florida and Clemson. Florida and Clemson was definitely in the mix. Yeah, man, they had Dabo, man, and Dabo was just so cool, and he was just so down to earth. And at the time, he was actually the quarterback coach at the time, and the offensive coordinator. So he was transitioning into those roles. So he wasn't even the head guy, man. And I was just all about it. And obviously Florida, what they had going on down there, that was just a whole different type of move, man. And I definitely thought I could see myself being a part of that.
I was probably at Bama probably while you was in maybe middle school or your younger days or whatever. When you was coming up, was you really thinking of Alabama before Saban got down? Because we was in the down period. I know firsthand I was there, man. So I kind of know you. Like I said, I named you 4 guys that, like I said, they set the standard because y'all guys could have went anywhere, man. It was kind of down times. Even when Saban first got here, like you said, we lost to Louisiana Monroe the first year. You don't really know it's finna be what it ended up being. Like even on your first year, like even when you got there, did you feel y'all could win it your first year? So 2 questions. Before Saban got there, was Bama even close to being on the radar? And did you think y'all could do it that fast when you got there?
I mean, before Coach Saban got there, I wasn't studying Alabama, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was the reason that I went to Alabama. I didn't grow up as a football fan, man. I grew up a little different. Football kind of gravitated, for just disciplinary reasons, and that's when I took hold. But obviously, when I became who I was in high school, Coach Saban was obviously the coach. So it didn't really matter, you know what I'm saying, what was going on at the time. It was just all about what was going to get me out of trouble, like wherever I was going to go, who was going to be the best fit for me. And, you know what I'm saying, I never was an Alabama fan. I never was an Auburn fan. I didn't care about football. Basketball was my first love. So I always thought I was going to do something in basketball, but I wasn't tall enough.
I got you, man. And that's what I was going to say. I was going to ask you that earlier. I mean, I was going to ask you that later in the call. So we see your son up there, and we can understand anything he do. We obviously could understand, of course, where he get it from. But looking at you, did you come from a lineage just being out there just playing, huh?
Playing. That's what I was just saying. Like I'm gonna get to it because I'm a root for mine. At the end of the day, and can't nobody check it. So at the end of the day, man, I just want to give my baby an opportunity. We're gonna be patient.
Dre.
He get that shit from his daddy.
Hey, Dre, I think it broke up on you. Check me out. I was saying, we see where he get it from. I was saying, but on you, when you was coming up, how did you get to the, like I say, man, you was one of the baddest in the nation. Like, did your daddy play, high school, like your older, like we don't know. How did you become that fire? And it wasn't even like the huge top end speed. It was like you just knew the game on a different level. Every time a receiver trying to get on top, you running better routes. How did you get to that level?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, my dad's a pastor, obviously. But I always tell people when they go into my story, you got to look at, I'm a product of my environment. I am what I was around. You know what I'm saying? So, football, it was more like my mom didn't want me to play football. My dad actually, like, disciplinary reasons, I got into some stuff, and the judge was just like, hey, we gotta find him a hobby if we gonna put him back out here, because this kid need a hobby. And just by the grace of daddy being who he is, and the judge, Judge Owens giving me I still remember his name, Judge Owens giving me an opportunity. I started playing football, and shit, bro, like, I didn't have no special training. I didn't have nobody to come beat me. Like, all my friends, they was doing what they doing, and they looking at me crazy because I'm getting up at 6 o'clock before school and just jogging. I ain't even know how to work out for it. I'm just jogging like shit. I think this is what we're supposed to do. So I'm just jogging around just to say, Coach, I worked out before, but not knowing that, I was a visual learner. And the more, there I got, that's when my high school coach, Coach Smith, he was like, hey, we putting this guy on the road. Like, let's just get him on the road. And I started going to all these different camps. And that's when I really started learning technique. That's when I really started learning the game, because these coaches actually started sitting me down, because, like, it was a lot of focus on me because he's so talented. Why he getting in all this trouble? Because I wasn't just getting in trouble in school. I was getting in trouble with the law. And that was just, y'all ain't gonna play him? Because when I first got the MSS in my first high school, they didn't even play me. They didn't even put me on the team. Like, I was just like more of a water boy. And the starting corner got hurt. He was the quarterback also. And they was like, well, we're gonna keep him at quarterback, but the only other player we got is Dre. And that's how I got my first offer. Everything. I was in the 10th grade. That was right there. Got my first look.
With you spitting that story, I can see it, man. Because it's like, first of all, a lot of us from my little circle, we gravitate to you. We can feel that realness in you. That's why you all our favorite guy when it comes to the DBs that came through Saban. Everybody, whether we'd have met you or not, everybody can feel that realness in you. We don't know how deep it got, on your side and all that. Everybody didn't really dig too in your personal. But at the same time, we can feel the realness. And that rawness that you speak up, we can see it, man. Because like I said, it ain't really, I don't even know went to, like I said, when I put you up on my pedestal like that, I can't even tell you what just strikes out. I'm just gonna tell you I just need a dog like that at all times on my field. I'm talking about something. Forget all the technique, everything you want to speak of, because he got it all, but I don't want to even speak on it. I just need that attitude. That attitude go trump all the skill he even got himself. So the attitude with the skill level, that's how you become the number 4 player in the nation, man, according to ESPN, man. Oh, man, it's good to have you in the building.
Yeah, bro. And it was crazy too, cause my dad, like I said, bro, my dad didn't even know nothing about it. Like he couldn't give me no pill talk, no nothing. Like he's like, go get it. I'm like, all right, cool, I got you, pop. Like he ain't know nothing about it. Not nothing. My daddy couldn't tell me nothing about a T-step, kick slide, not one thing about football. That was crazy.
It was in you to not only be great, but motivate others with this story that you telling, man. Hey, speaking of leaders, man. We saw you up there in the old skybox with Saban. What that relationship like with the old goat, man? He still good with you?
I still handle him like I handled him when I first walked through that door. When I was up there trying to figure out what I can take from him, what I can steal from him. Can I take their fruit? Like I was just up there just doing whatever, just to.
Thank you. Did he go out?
For him to just still brace me as one of his favorite players. Like I told Ruben, I called Ruben, I said, boy, he capping when he talking about you his favorite. He's capping. I said he older now, so he just can't think that far ahead, but definitely one of his guys.
Hey, you should have hit him with that Roy Jones. He must have forgot, baby. Hey, but like we said, no one, like you said, what you learning out there raw on the field like that. How often did you play that receiver? Did you like playing both sides, or did you just stay at cornerback the whole time?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfectly.
Right,
can you hear?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Oh, I was asking you, what about that wide receiver side? You never had a pleasure to want us to get on that side of the ball?
Hell yeah. What? That's what was my first love when I went out there. They was like, nah. You too aggressive. You need to go on that side.
Okay. Like that beast that we talk about. That beast that draw everybody to you. I feel it.
But I really believe, and I joke. I used to joke with AJ Green all the time. I used to be like, bro, I really believe I could have been better than you, and like in a joking way. But
right.
I really believe that shit. Like I really believe I could have been him on every receiver, but didn't get an opportunity.
Now, do you believe, like I believe, that cornerback is the hardest position in the sport?
I believe it's the second hardest.
Okay, what you got first?
I believe quarterback is the hardest.
Oh, yeah, I put that. We said the most pressure we put on the quarterback. I get what you're saying. The quarterback
physicality. Okay, physicality. I definitely would say corner, and then those interior guys, because those guys take on double team. They take on blocks. They take on cutback blocks. So it'd be a lot in them trenches. So I would definitely say corner in those trenches.
For sure. Speaking of them receivers, man, we saw you one lately at one of the games. Our boy, the legendary DJ Hall, man. Shout out to him. We gonna have him back on the show. We gonna shout him out because he's one of the former guests on the show.
I'm the reason he there. I was the reason he was there. I went all season. Ever King, bro. You need to come back. They don't know you.
Yeah, already.
And I said that because when I hear Ryan talk about the GOAT category, and you can't put the GOAT in the GOAT category,
they don't know.
A problem.
You're right. They don't know.
That's a problem.
They don't know. A lot of them don't even know nothing but the last couple hot rods that we done had at receiver. They don't know how that boy was doing back in the run first era too.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. It's been 15 years since I last played at Belmont. Ryan ain't number 18. So he was 3 when I was playing.
Man,
he probably wasn't even born. He wasn't born. Cause if he was 3, that mean he wasn't even born probably when D'Angelo was playing.
Speaking of him, any other players you still holler at?
I holler at pretty much all of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? My door always open. Do I reach out to a lot of them? No, but my best friends are Mike Bowe, you know what I'm saying? Trent is probably the closest to me because that was always my best friend, him and Mike Bowe. But yeah, I still communicate somewhat with everybody else, Anthony Orr, but you know, at the end of the day, I let them boys handle their business, man. You know, when I see them, I see them.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. Sure. One more thing about those receiver. The best receiver you had to go at practice during your time at Alabama.
Big Julio Jones. Yes,
Big
sir.
Julio. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The best receiver you had to guard in college period that wasn't on your team. Hey, you got all day, man. Take your time.
I'd probably go with the guy from Carolina, South Carolina. What was his name? Ashon Jeffrey, I think.
Oh yeah. Okay, during that
era.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta understand, like
he was a big boy too.
The boy went down over 100 on us.
Yeah, he did.
Dunked on Mark Barron like twice. Dunked on me.
I remember like it was yesterday.
He dunked on me. When he dunked on me, I knew it. I said, "Oh, nah, he on one."
Yeah,
bro. The quarterback. So yeah, I would definitely say that was the game where that was the first time I looked at somebody and was like, "Oh, he like that." Which you go back and look at the game, he only caught that one ball, and then he caught that slant that I about knocked out. So I had him pretty much the whole time till he went on the interior. So
was on that game of inches, man.
He wouldn't know guy. I'm like, oh, I'm scared of him. They wouldn't put him outside, but they had a great game plan for sure.
Right. All right, now let's get a little forward to the newer age. Your favorite player? Do you got any players on this team that you like on the offense and defense outside of your son? Like you got one player. What's one player that stand out to you on O? Starting on the bench, on the O side and the D side, but not young Ruben.
The Keenan, the receiver. I mean the quarterback. That boy. Oh yeah. I can't wait to see his. I can't wait for his time. I definitely can't wait for his time, man. And another guy, man. Yeah, man. Another guy on the defense, man. He young, and I definitely be trying to chop it up with him. Would be Cam, man, from Cincinnati.
Okay, yeah.
Number 9. Yeah, I think he gonna be a dog also. These just some of the younger guys, man. I feel like we gotta get our younger guys out there, man. Yeah, our younger guys got some shit to prove.
I'm glad you said that because Coach Nitty then so-called agree with me like that. He act like the young guy. That's what your whole era brought that about when Saban got here. It always used to be seniority amongst most colleges, but when Saban got here and came with that mentality of if you show out hard enough, you getting in this game regardless. But I don't know, the NIL might got it to where you got so much money invested in you. Can we really sit you? Can we actually let this next person get a true shine or a good chance at it, man? I don't know, man. Because like I said, your era and this era is almost night and day, man.
Yeah, and I definitely say my answer to that would be if you looking at the younger guys, I would say only the guys that are entitled would be the ones that's playing right now. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And the guys that are hungry, they sitting on the bench, they chilling. And they getting better and they locking in, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. If the younger guys look timid, well, they must be the ones that's playing. And those are the guys that, you know.
I feel everything you just said, man. All right, now I'm gonna hit you with this. I'm gonna go and throw mine out there now. This might get, like you said, you weren't watching football like that coming up. So your favorite player might even be on your team.
For sure.
I'm just gonna ask you your favorite player all time at Alabama, not including you or your son. I'm gonna go and throw mine out there. It's David Palmer. Who you got? On you. It ain't got to be or else, just who you like. Your best player to ever suit up at Bama.
D'Angelo Hall. Period. I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
Tell you why.
Hey, go preach today, then, man. Go ahead.
Let me pop my shit for my boy one time.
Here, man. Let's go.
I'm gonna do it how he'll do it. The boy came to me. I'm the 5-star. I'm sitting there. I'm on the wall. You know, I'm handling my business. I was one of those guys. I was a recruit, but I kind of stayed in the back. But he knew what was going on with me. He knew I was like, all right, Bama trying to get him. The man walked over there to me when he came out. He said, "Hey, touchdown, first play, look, Kurt. First play." The boy went out there, motherfucker, against Arkansas. First play. Bummed on him. I was done. He was my favorite player of all time. For sure.
Bone. Shout out to you, man. Deuce.
Big bone.
Where you at? Big bone. Bad to the bone. In real life.
Yes, sir.
Hey, with all that talent you got bottled up, man, what's up with the coaching thing, man? How you feeling on that level?
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna still give him an opportunity. And you know, at the end of the day, I said it last week when everybody was harping about, you know, Coach DeBoer. I said give him a chance. Coach Saban, they was shitty when he first got there. They weren't that good. And I feel like they won 9 games. I think that was more than Coach Saban may have won his first year there at Bama. You know, he may not have the personality that Coach Saban got. Shit, I don't like people that got that personality. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too that I don't think that personality will work no more in this day and age because these kids get.
Saban was a 1-on-1 with that style.
But you want me to tell you why? Because Coach Saban can come in there with us when my era on my time with a bankroll and set that motherfucker on the desk and tell everybody what that right there, I got it. And in order for y'all to get that shit in my hand. Coach DeBoer can't come in there with that demeanor, with that mindset, because he gonna lose the room, he gonna lose the team. Because at the end of the day, we all knew when something go to Auburn, not back in then, because they want to allow you to go into another SEC. But this Porter changed the game. It changed the whole mindset. It changed the whole builder. It changed the whole culture and style of coaching. But I just feel like, hey, get guys in there that done been there before. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about championships. Got to think. I got championships in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a champion. I can really talk to those guys and tell them about championships. So when I hear certain things about people, hey, this is what it takes to win championships. No, this is what it takes for us to win championships. I'm big on words. I'm big on words, and my son big on words because that's how I am with him. And I love when you said that you could tell that somebody's in his head because I promise you I give him all my blessings.
For sure. Now, we went a little left with that one because you did give us the real on this year's coaching. But see, all that you got balled up inside of you, I'm wondering what's up with you getting out there and doing that. Like, what if we got one of these guys that say, hey, if I don't want to follow no Nick Saban or no Du Bois, the job crazy down there, whatever. But okay, we finally get one. Let's just say like I said, we still believing in Du Bois till it go, but just to stay in a fictionary world that they went and got, say, a D'Amico Ryans type guy. And he came and he said, we need somebody like Dre down here to help me do this coaching, to help me talk with you, just talk. Like we said, I knew you was in Dre ear like that. And I said, what if it's real guys like that? Not just these guys that's just trying to mimic what people supposed to do. I'm talking about the ones that really bleed that. What if they really was down here in these guys' ears like that? So how you feel on coaching? Would you ever get out there and really put it on the line and let these players know how it really is?
I feel like it'll have to be certain coaches. If it'll be a D'Amico Ryan, of course. That was my coach. He was my defensive coordinator in San Francisco. Right. That's a win-win for me. Right. But do I got passion to go coach? No, it's too time consuming. And then you got to look at it, bro. What elite corner in any professional sport besides Dion has ever coached anywhere? Reeves, they ran his ass out of there because he knew too much. He ain't know how to express it. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So my thing is when I'm down there and I'm looking at them, I'm like, okay, it's certain things I'm listening for it. When I'm not hearing it, and I'm gonna give you a caveat, leverage is big for me. I feel like leverage win championships. Leverage keep as long as everybody in leverage, that should make everybody right. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't hear that, when it's just get right there. No, that means y'all playing football. Y'all ain't playing the game. It's like boxing. Everybody talking all this shit about but Floyd played the game. He wasn't the knockout champ. He boxed. Right. Boxing is about points. How many times can I hit you? Can I block you? So it's small details that if I was coaching, that's all I pay attention to because I understand that I done made the money.
Right. Knowing the simple stuff that get to the W's, man. Man, that's deep, man. Saying like, hey, like you said, that's my chess over checkers. Chess not checkers, but you was just spitting chess right then. No, I ain't hear no checker pieces drop. I'm not just capping because you're in here. I ain't hear no checker pieces drop right there. That was straight chess. But man, like I said, we had you on the hold just to even get you in here, man. And I know you don't really do this, so I ain't gonna hold you all night. I do want to go and throw it in there. We got to speak on young Ruben. Like I said, man, people don't remember that you was flying around like that too. Matter of fact, when you was going on the recruiting trail, you had just had surgery on your shoulder. Was that was from football, right?
Football, air surgery, football, yes sir.
Exactly. So man, that's true DNA, because the way that boy coming down the hill, that's real deal. The Ruben factor that we saw. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, Dre. Sometimes I get scared for him. That boy coming in there with no regard.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that, man. I taught that shit to my son. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you can't tell me how I can tell my son how to play football. That's my son, and we have private conversations, and he play like a professional. See, this way nobody's talking about. Nobody's talking about that I had my son when I was 15 years old. Nobody's talking about that my son, when I played at Cincinnati, 8 years here? My son was here every year for camp. My son, he wasn't in the stands. My son went at home doing OTAs. Every morning I woke up at 6 o'clock. I woke him up, gave him a bath. Well, I took my bath shower, but brushed his face, brushed his teeth, did everything I had to do to make sure he got up, and took him to work with me every day. Marvin Lewis gave me that window. So my son done sat in meeting rooms. His favorite player back in the days was Vontez Burfict. So he's sitting here watching how the game is supposed to be practiced and how it's supposed to be played. So I guarantee you, he don't none of them kids probably don't practice like him, and they ain't playing like him because they ain't sitting in those rooms. He's sitting in the room that he already been in.
Right.
He done been in a bigger room.
Right. And it do take a lot of these younger players to get to that level so they can say, man, I wish I knew then what I know now. He already know a lot of that. Just like you said, just by coming up under you, man. And it shows. When that man got on the field, ain't nobody flying around like that. That's why I didn't say what I said to get you on this show, man. It was obvious. It shows. And that's what I was trying to tell Coach Nitty. I don't care what's the name on the back of anybody jersey who already feel they been here or entitled to this. If you got somebody that's out there just doing it how we know it should be done downhill, man, put them on my field, man. That's just how I feel.
Real animal. He's a real dog, man.
We see it, man. Hey, but like I said, it's no doubt that man's gonna, play out to his full potential. Like you said, sometime it come quicker than later. But like you say, it's obvious that he got the gift. It's obvious he got the schooling. It's obvious he got the teaching. So we will be looking forward to him soon. But again, man, about having you here tonight, we so glad, man, and we rep you. Like I said, man, this ain't. Hey, out of all the defensive backs to come through here, especially during the Saban era, it's only 2 in that top 10% of like when we rank Rivals 247 and ESPN, we put them together. It's only 2 cornerbacks in that top 10, man. Only you and PS2. You rep the OGs. I guess he can be the beginning of the new school like a little baby type cat. But you is the OG of the CB room, man, and you came at a time where you could have went anywhere. That's why I always tell them folks on offense, Julio, and on defense, Dre, y'all made it cool for 5 stars to come down here, man. Shout out to Coach Saban, but it took some players in front of these other players to say, hey, well, if they went there, I can go there. If y'all guys would have went elsewhere, man, I don't know if those floodgates would have opened like that, man. It went championships going around when y'all got here. The championships came around when y'all got here. So, again, man, appreciate you, man. Much blessings to everything you do and your son. And I already know on behalf of my channel, he finna get in there and do his thing, man. So we just waiting on that. That ain't even no thing. Anything you want to say, Dre? Yes, cutting out on the Coach D. You in there?
Yeah, it looked like we might have some difficulties with Dre.
Yeah. He was actually at his club, man. I wanted to get a shout out to him, man, in case if he wanted to go public with it and let everybody know where they could catch him at, man. Shout out to him, man. Like I said, for even coming in here and get right with us. I know I had a couple more coaches. Shout out to Coach D. Shout out to Coach C. Big Nit in the room. But, I ain't want to keep him too long. Like I said, we actually had a few difficulties before the show started. That's why we had to have probably extra 8 minutes getting in there. But, we always on time with ours. But we got a whole new situation. Like I said, got a sound man on deck and everything. Got the whole studio popping now, man. So we're ready to keep this thing going for real for the 2025. Shout out to Coach Nitty. Shout out to Coach C. Hey, anybody out there want to say anything about my man Dre Kurt? Coach C, Coach Nitty, y'all want to get in here and say anything, man? Outside of that, man, it's a wrap, man. Shout out to Dre. Like I said, he actually gave me more time than I told him we was gonna need. So again, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Big Dre.
Yeah, shout out to Big Dre, man. It's Coach Nitty, man. What's going on, Coach P?
Coach Nitty. I know. Hey, if anybody I wanted to get on that mic to get some of that work, man, I was gonna try to get you in there, but I already knew I was walking that line, Coach. I know you had some questions, Coach.
That boy was talking that talk, man, and he answered one of my questions. I ain't even had to ask it, and I was saying to myself, I was gonna ask him like, bro, how you get that boy, man, to be like, cause he come from, Dre was well off once he, you know what I'm saying, as grown, once he left Bama and got to the league or whatever. And how he was able to keep that boy to be like not a prima donna, like, coming there with it. That boy play like, man, my daddy did that. I'm trying to do this for myself. So, but he answered a lot of them questions on why his son play like that, because he had those talks with him, and he's real. He keep it real with his boy, like, hey, boy, you got to tighten up. That ain't it. And he's experienced. He's been around it, so it's nothing new to him. Most kids, they get their parent or whatever be successful in life. They have everything in the world, and they just don't have that want for it, like, because they feel like Pops made it. I made it. No, that boy play like he ain't made it. He want it. So that was one of my big questions for him, and I could just see, he raised him right. So, and that's big for him, coming from having him at the age of 15 like that, and going through college himself, trying to find his own way, and for him to make it happen like that, man. Shout out to him, man. And Dre Kirk Jr. He sky's the limit for that boy.
Hey, and like you said, having him at a time not only young, but at a time, like he said, well, he was still trying to figure it out for himself, man. For him to have that son at that age, then, like you said, he went out to the pro. He ain't just leave him at mom's back in down in Gaston or something. That man with him, right? He brought him up. That man up there, like he said, the man do got that advantage.
Yep.
His son do have that advantage. And it does show on the field. That way it came out of me was real truth that I felt. I can see that this man getting preached to, and that's how serious it is. If you had somebody like that in these guys' ears seriously like that for real, they would get it like he gets it. Dre gets it. Young Ruben gets it.
Yep. You get it.
Hey, Coach D.
Yes, sir. What's up, P?
Any questions you had for Dre that we didn't get to, man?
Yeah, man. I definitely want to see what practice was like under Coach Nick Saban, and I actually had a Scott Cochran question about him. Just want to know how his growth and development was under him, especially knowing that he's at West Alabama now, and do they communicate as well?
Yeah, man. Again, shout out to Dre Kirkpatrick, man. Like I said, this is not actually one. First of all, let's reiterate that when Coach P talks Alabama football, I talk Alabama football. I don't talk NFL football. I don't talk Canadian Football League. I don't talk rugby. All I know is Alabama football. When it comes to the pros, I got a few players, and most of them come from Bama, but I roll Tide. When it comes to the magnitude of what people did at Alabama and the recruiting level that they had at Alabama and what they brought to the table at Alabama, this man, one of the guys that stand alone on that cornerback unit. It's only two in that top 10. I know y'all know who the other person is. Wild guess. No idea, Coach D. Coach Nitty, you lost for words? What y'all trying to Google or something? Your mics got stuck. Who put Elmer glue on both of your mics at the same time? Hey, they got nothing trying to Google. Hey, get out of here trying to Google, man. I wish I had the camera going for y'all. They out here trying to Google, man. PS2, where you at? PS, with a real PS2, please stand up. Yeah,
PS2.
We actually had another DB in the top 10, and that would have been Caleb Ups. My bad. Caleb down. He ain't down with us, so I can say however I want to say his name. Hey, but shout out to the Patreon, man. Coach, patreon.com/Coach John Doe. And we got the new shirts on the website, TheUACoaches.com. The new shirts are on the website, including the time is up. It's time. My bad. The Ty Simpson new shirts is up there. We got the new, well, matter of fact, it's just time. It's no player shirt. It's just time. We got the new Everybody Eat shirt, the 2025 version. We went real crazy with the original design. Shout out to King Tour. You know me as Coach Honorary Uso. Shout out to King Tour. We went real crazy with those original Everybody Eat shirts. We got the new ones online right now, man. Make sure y'all check that out. But like I said, and a shout out to my man Johnny Z, man. Helped me out, helped us out with the audio. Came through to help out the UA coaches. Is really taking this thing to a different level. Just trying a lot of this stuff out, man. It's actually the first major show we trying on here, and everything going pretty live. Again, shout out to Dre Kirkpatrick, to my coaches. Anything y'all want to say?
Roll Tide. I see you all on Wednesday.
Roll Tide. Hey,
Roll Tide, baby. Wednesday, baby. Let's get it.
Roll Tide, need to Roll Tide, Coach D. I know Coach C listening if you can. Hey, it don't stop. Georgia, we on the way. The Pound Puppies, we got something for you. It don't. Hey, I wish we never even had a bye week. I wish we could have just went straight to play on them this week. If that tide just keep rolling, hey, the momentum of a wave just keep rolling. All we got to do is keep rolling. Just keep on pushing like we is. Everybody do their job. I got a couple places on that team that I just hope can get fixed. And I think it's sky's the limit, man. I really do, man. I don't know how we got in that situation first game, but don't judge our season off that first game. But really the best test they really have to show what we have is going to be against these Pound Puppies, man. So again, it's Coach P of the UA coaches. We see what they don't and say what they won't. We'll see y'all next time. Matter of fact, we'll see y'all Wednesday. Matter of fact, here on StreamYard, no more Patriot. Hey, Coach D, we threw it our spaces. It's straight on StreamYard.
Done with spaces. We'll be on StreamYard.
Straight on StreamYard.
Wednesday and Sunday. Patreon on Saturday.
Wednesday and Sunday, 6:30 Central. Unofficial business will now be on StreamYard. And on every Saturday, make sure you get on Patreon to get with Coach P and go live as we watch the game. This week, of course, it'll be Georgia. It's Coach P of the UA coaches. We see what they don't and say what they won't. Shout out to Dre Kirkpatrick and family. One time for Ruben Kirkpatrick, a.k.a. Dre Jr.